Welcome to the Vegas Lūau podcast with me, Big Teeze and
Yes, sir.
Pu'ukani.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, my brother.
Oh, I always love being in the stooge, man.
It feels so good in studio. Everything nice and clean. Yep. I just kind of get it, dusted it down a little, and yep.
Dust it down a little. Look like you get maid service over here, man. That's Pipeline to Paradise for you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in Las Vegas.
Lost wages.
Oh, speaking
Yes,
of
yes,
lost wages, bruh. Yeah. Okay, man. You know what we got to get down with? Gamble-izms, bro.
Gamble-izms.
Yeah.
What exactly is gamble-izms?
Okay, so this is what gamble-isms is. Okay, it's like your rituals when you go gambling, and even alone or with your
Right.
significant other. Everybody get theories, right?
Superstitions,
Yeah,
right?
superstitions. Okay, so the reason why I'm bringing this up because I went to Green Valley Ranch right the other night and go
Okay.
play at the casino.
Okay.
And of course, I just moved here. I'm
Right.
still getting used to the again gamble-isms. All
Yeah,
excited,
yeah.
but everybody has a ritual. I noticed. So I got to people
Right.
watch first, yeah. So I was kind of chilling,
Yeah.
And I was watching how people do things, especially couples. And I started cracking up and going, "Hey, that's the same things that me and Mio
Yeah,
does." You know what I'm saying? The
exactly.
exact same things. So I figure
Yeah.
we talk about that today.
Yeah.
You gotta have some unreal
There's
stories.
there's a lot of superstitions and beliefs and rituals that I do, my wife does. So let's jump into it. So I know one of the big things is people bring like Lucky Charms, right? They'll
Okay,
bring
yeah.
stuff. Is there do you have something that you bring with you that you feel like it's gonna determine your outcome for the better?
You know what? I never did use that, but I saw that at the cow. But I like, what is that? The frogs? They use like on frog.
Lucky, like a lucky frog.
Lucky charm, yeah.
yeah,
kinda
yeah.
like on a
Lucky rabbit
or like
foot.
the red, their little red purse. The
Yeah,
Chinese, okay.
yeah.
Good luck, whatever. I
So,
never
so
tried it.
along those lines, I used to bring a $2 bill in the dragon envelope, in the red
Oh, right,
envelopes.
right.
I used to keep that in my wallet because I felt like, okay, this is my lucky $2 bill. I kept it with me until it wasn't lucky, and it wasn't that
Yeah.
long. That you know what I mean. But I used to bring a $2 bill. I don't bring it anymore, but that was one thing that I felt like, okay, this is my lucky $2 bill is gonna bring luck. I'm gonna hit the jackpot today. So
Bruh,
yeah.
I'm gonna launch off right now. I don't know if you guys do this too, but so my wife, she does this thing where she goes to the machine, right?
Okay.
So she put in the money. Okay, so
Yeah.
she going, tapping, and the thing not really hitting the bonus or anything. She cash out, right?
Yeah.
And then she put the ticket back.
Put them right back in. Yeah. Oh,
She insists. She insists
Yeah.
that works, bro.
you know what? I always think about that too because I've done that a couple of times. I always feel like, okay, cash them out. The machine's gonna think it's a new player coming in, which is new luck.
Yeah.
And you're gonna hit a bonus. Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, but we all know that it's just luck, right?
Yeah.
It's by chance, right?
Especially if you're playing with your significant other, right? And they're doing that, and you
Yeah.
say no,
Yeah,
right? Because you're
yeah,
never
yeah.
gonna be on the same page with the person you go with,
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
you're right, because you gotta blame somebody. When
Yeah,
the-
yeah,
When the
exactly.
thing to hit, you gotta blame. So she take them out. She put them in, whatever. And I told her not gonna work, not gonna work. Then when it does, she get the bonus. And what? She do this one right now.
Yeah.
I
See,
told you.
I told
What
you.
I told you. I told you it works.
It's a new player. That's right. The machine thinks I'm a new player.
So that's that
Yeah.
was kind of my main gamble-ism that I see people.
Right.
And sure enough, I'd walk around, I see people doing that.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
thought when they cash it out, they're gonna bounce.
Right,
So
right.
they're gonna they cash out the ticket, right? And then they put them back inside their wallet or their purse.
Yeah.
And then they take out like another
A fresh
Oh, yeah.
$20. Yeah. I see a lot of people do that. Like they'll pull out of their purse and they have like 5 or 6 tickets, and
Yeah.
then they put in, like you said, a fresh cash, right?
Bro, my other gamble-ism is the OGs, man. I think you got to be like 90 years old for win. Because these guys, try to get the winners. Try to get the winners.
Yeah.
And then, I always think about when I'm playing that I call them snipers. You know what that is?
Oh,
You know- you
like
know
when
what
you
I'm
walk
talking
away from a
about?
machine.
Right. Or when you on them, right? And you're getting down and you try
Right.
to open up, for instance, like the pot or something.
Yeah.
And you're getting close, I noticed these 90-plus-year-olds but creeping on the side, so I call them snipers. They're sniping because right when you leave,
Yeah.
and you know what I do? I run out of money.
Yeah.
Me and my wife, we half like we leaving, and I
Right.
watch from far away, and then they hit them.
Yeah.
Then
yeah.
I would say, okay, what if this? Or I
Right.
would put in my money. I'd put in my money, take them out, and then act like or then let her go.
Right,
then,
right,
we
right.
make
Yeah.
like, hey, what if somebody else will play?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. There was a good Friends episode on that too,
Oh, for real?
about the 90-year-old lady creeping on the side, and then sits down and hits a jackpot. So yeah,
Bruh.
yeah, that's funny. You know what is one of the big gamble-isms that I realize, and you probably do this too, is when people start tapping the machines.
Oh,
I don't know. I do that too. Like,
do? You a
like
tapper?
I'm a tapper. I'm
Oh,
a tapper.
man.
So a good
Okay.
example is like a lot of these 3-pot games, right? You got to get 3 of the symbols
Right,
on the
right.
machine. If 2 comes up, I'll tap
Do the thing.
both of them 3 times. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that, hoping that the third one will come out, eventually.
Yeah.
But
hey, you know what? I caught myself doing that too, man. Especially in Buffalo,
Yeah.
the 2 coins come out, bang, bang. Then I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
like,
Right, on the
tree.
last reel.
So I'm like, come on, right there, right there,
Yeah,
right there,
yeah.
no, please. And
Please.
I used to tell my wife.
Oh, that
too.
sounds serious when you
I
say
used to- yeah,
please.
I used to tell my wife, it's no big.
Yeah, no big, bro.
But you can act like severe. I would act them out too. But I don't care. Nah, take them.
Yeah,
take
yeah,
them. But in
yeah.
my heart over there, oh my god.
So are you talking to yourself in your head too? Like
Non-stop.
You have like, okay.
Non-stop, bro. Especially
That's
on the
fun.
machines, man. Freaking. Well, another one that I get is this is hilarious. Cash out. You ever get that? Whoever you
What do you
with,
mean, like
if you- with your
whatever you
wife.
win, you cash out?
No,
and-
but you got one. Say like you got one huge, the kind, right?
Okay,
You got one huge jackpot.
right.
And they say gotta leave, right? Everybody
Yeah,
says that, right?
yeah,
That
yeah.
lead on. But my thing is this, but here's my theory. This is my
Yeah.
gamble-ism right here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. When you win early, I don't
Yeah.
like it.
Right.
I like win
exactly.
later.
Yeah.
Or I just like
Yeah.
play. I like be there
Yeah.
for a while, but I know like I sit down and then I get times where I hit them like the first 10 minutes were there.
Right.
But again, the rush just when hit.
Right.
And sure enough, 100% of the time, I lose the whole thing. bro.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst too, right?
When you-
but you cannot leave. Like you said, you win it
just
in the
got
first
there.
half an hour. In your mind, you're thinking we're gonna be here at least 2 hours, maybe 3 if we're winning. But if you hit it big in the first half an hour, you cannot just say, "Let's get out of here," right?
Yeah, I
'cause-
cannot because you know what I mean. The luck just started.
Right, and all your adrenaline is still flowing in. Like, oh, okay, I won a hand pay. Maybe I can get another
You
one.
know what my thing is, right?
Exact-
You win on big jackpot early,
Yeah.
and I used to say to myself, okay, but what I gonna do?
Right.
No, I get the jackpot. I
Yeah.
gonna go. I came from go casino.
Right,
No
right.
more nothing else for do.
And
Like,
you're
say like you
thinking
win the-
I'm playing on house money anyway, so if I lose them, I
Oh,
lose them. But
man.
then when you do lose them, like, oh crap, I should have.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
when you lose, you have to call them the shoulda,
Yeah.
woulda, couldas, bro.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
silent drive home.
I
The
always.
silent drive home.
Oh, it's the worst.
So if you by
Yeah.
yourself, do you talk to yourself? So, okay, here's a scenario. In other
Okay.
words, okay, say like you won $800.
Yeah.
Okay, off the bat. Okay, but you continue playing and you lost.
Right.
You lost some all right, and then time for leave. You're
Yeah.
going home already. Okay, what's your first thoughts walking to the car?
I always equate it to like real life items. So like I always think like, crap, I could have bought me 2 new microphones. You know what I mean? Like one of those.
Right
Oh
on.
damn, I could have bought a camera with that.
Oh my gosh.
I equate it to items that I could have
coulda
had.
got.
Yeah.
And that's me. I thought it was only me. See, we never
Yeah.
did talk about this, right?
Right. No,
What
never
are you
did, yeah.
talking? What are you saying to yourself on the way home?
Well, first I'm cussing out myself. Like,
I do the pause first, but I say in the car, I go,
the big sigh, like,
the freaking big sigh of
and everybody
lose.
know what that sigh means. Like,
Lose.
I had them, but then I lost them.
And then the drive home, say I'm driving home, and I'm gonna I could have paid that. I could have paid this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
exactly,
whatever
right,
bill. And I
exactly.
even going like this. I even
You
thinking
equate it
about,
to something,
I think
right.
about the software too. But I could have just paid the Adobe Photoshop.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
could have paid
yeah.
that
I'm
subscription.
always saying, yeah,
My YouTube Premium would have
could
been
have get more
handled on that.
headphones.
The shoulda, woulda,
Yeah.
coulda, man. That's a good one,
man.
right?
And then when you lose all that money too, like you don't want to drive home too. You know what I mean? And majority of the times I'll drive, but not nowadays. Like especially when I lose, like, babe, can you drive? Like I just want to.
Okay, now that was the
Yeah.
by yourself drive home.
Yeah.
Now when
Yeah,
you with
exactly.
your spouse, bro, here's another one. This is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
The silence. So
Yeah.
first get the silence, and then you know what the first person do to brighten up the mood? Well, for us,
We go eat.
no,
you know.
yeah, well, you get
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
but you can go like this, bro. At least we had fun, though.
Yeah. Oh.
At
Oh
least-
my gosh. I.
At least we had fun, right? Right?
That's
you get the tear
funny,
coming out. At least we had fun.
exactly. Like, no, we didn't have fun. We
Bruh,
lost
my
$800. We had $800.
My family, that's we are ace for that. We gonna keep
Everybody
saying,
says that, but it's
yeah.
not fun losing money, dude.
Huh? But at least we had fun. At least
Yeah.
well, at least it last us long time.
Yeah,
At least it
exactly.
last
Yeah,
us
yeah.
long time. Do you
So-
do the kind? You get on budget when you go?
I do. Well, yeah, I mean,
that's out the window.
The budget, yeah, it fluctuates. Obviously,
it's
like,
out the
yeah.
window. We freaking it never worked, bro. For me and my wife, it had never, ever. We never stuck to it. Okay, we're
Right.
going over there.
We
we're gonna
never
spend-
stuck to it.
Ever. We're gonna spend $500.
Yeah.
500. That's it.
Yeah.
The thing get wiped out. So guess what we do? Yeah, you gotta do this.
Got it.
You know what? The thing I'm about to hit.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
no, no,
I'm
I
gonna
promise.
just pull out 100 more.
Yeah,
exactly.
And the freaking
Yeah.
ATM fees is $100.
Oh, bro.
So you might as well take out more.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I mean?
I always tell myself, and I give this advice to my wife too, like, if we're going to go to the casino, we set our budget and we don't bring our credit card. But you still end up, I'm gonna go to the car, I'm going to just pull out 100 more.
Oh.
You cannot bring your credit card because it forces you to go to the ATM and pull out another 100 more.
That's already
Or
guaranteed.
you think like, okay, I'm going to pull out 200 because if I do get tempted later, I don't want to pay a second fee. You know what I mean?
brother.
Oh, that's a vicious cycle, man.
It is. That's the word. The vicious cycle of
It is.
Gamble-izms, bro.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, fast tapping.
Fast
Fast,
tapping.
like
yeah.
tap.
Right,
Bro,
right.
my wife go crazy. You know what she
Yeah.
do? You know when I'm doing that? She walk away, Like she walk away from me.
You're talking like
She's
fast tapping as far as stopping the reels?
Yeah, stopping the reels. Because now I like hurry up. You know what I mean? I still like,
Yeah,
make it
yeah.
happen. Because I doing all these theories, watching YouTube.
Right.
and
That's
then-
what I was gonna
that's
say.
the
Like
other
a
thing.
lot of people have different theories. Like, oh, if you tap it, you can manipulate the reels, but it doesn't. So I'll go ahead and share this.
Okay.
So and I've worked in the casino industry for 10 plus years.
That's true.
Okay. So a lot of people, don't know that every slot machine is determined as far as the results are determined by what's called a RNG, which is a random number generator.
Oh yeah.
So basically, it's a small computer chip that generates random numbers every millisecond. So that's why when some people say, like when you walk away from a machine and somebody else comes and sits down
And you
and hits a
think you're the next
jackpot,
one.
that could have been that was my jackpot.
Oh, but it was at millisecond.
Not
Okay.
really, because it's a random number generator. So the RNG picks a number when as soon as you press spin, it already determines your outcome.
The outcome, okay.
Because it assigns a number to it, and whatever that outcome is based on the game's rules, right? So as soon as you hit it, it already knows what it's going to be. So even like some people will spin and then stop the reel,
Right.
thinking they can stop it on a bonus, but it's already determined.
I know, because a lot of
Yeah.
times on Buffalo, I see the coin. I think I can stop him, but the thing
Yeah,
just jump
it
already
goes
to
right
the
by.
guy.
Yeah, so as soon as you hit press spin, that random number generator is already determined. The results are. So a good example is we did a lot of slot tournaments for our players, and people fast tap, right? So
Where
the
was
most
this again?
at the M resort.
the M, yeah. Wow, that's
so
cool, though.
yeah, so people would fast tap because it doesn't make any difference whether you hit it and let it roll, spin, or fast tap because it's going to be the
Determined
same.
already.
Yeah, as
Right,
soon as you
because
hit
when you press,
press spin, it's determined. Yeah, so. The only reason why I don't do that when I play because
like
it gets,
last.
you want to kind of just
So-
enjoy, right?
So back to what I was saying. That's
Yeah.
why Mio walk away from me.
Yeah,
Oh, she
yeah.
walk away. She go like, and she did
Exactly.
a silent. And you know what? You know how far she walked? Like till I cannot see her.
Yeah.
She's shrinking like this all the way. Like that. She just.
Oh, that's
she just
intense,
mad.
bro.
And but I feel terrible.
Yeah.
Or she walk away, and then I hit him. So I
Yeah.
get the bonus. Then I text
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
I go, "See, told you."
Exactly.
The see, told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, so the other gamble-ism is this one real quick with partners, right? If you get your significant other with you, you guys share what? Got to, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
and that's what I used to think. I used to think, okay, me
Like
and her-
Barato, like
Yeah,
if you win, you
'cause
give them some money.
I used to think when I first came to Vegas, okay, me and her go play, right?
Right.
But you know what was happening? One is winning and one getting dirty licking. So
Yeah.
whatever she win, coming to me, and I'm feeling like, man,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm ruining the account. So what we do now is we play together.
Okay.
Like, so she would tap. Here's another one. You guys ever did this? Okay, I'm going to play to 20.
Play
Or,
to
no,
me.
yeah, like you say like 800.
Oh, okay.
So I go,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay, babe,
yeah,
I'm going to play to 50.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
your turn. You know what I
Right,
mean?
I
Then we
know.
switch,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
You know what? No theories work, bro. No
You know
theory-
what is the worst, and I don't know, like I don't know who thinks like this, but let's say like, okay, you both come with your own budgets, right? Like for me and Laura, like we'll start off playing like one machine together, and then I'll say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go over there. I'll be there. Keep your phone out, whatever the case is. Have you ever gone and you lost whatever budget you had, like real quickly, within the first 20 minutes, you're done, and your spouse is winning,
Still going.
and then you got to go and sit by them, yeah?
I know.
And then your spouse starts losing.
Yeah.
So I always used to feel like, okay, I'm on a winning
luck.
streak. My wife lost all her money. She's sitting next to me. I feel bad, and then two, I'm like, frick, I'm starting to lose now. So like, hey, here's $20. Go
over
play over there.
Shoo.
Yeah,
Shoo.
get away.
That's what mine do to me. My mom used to do that. Mom used to do it. Okay, she don't like nobody sitting by her.
Yeah.
So she go over there. No, get away.
Yeah. Here's $20. Go play on the other side of the casino.
And then when you do split up, right, and you feeling like you're losing, but in your heart, you ever thinking this or and imagining, oh, hope she winning.
Yeah,
Guarantee
exactly.
she winning. And you try to walk back over there and say, peek how much she get. And so like, oh, or the other one is this. When you look over, you go, oh, that's all you get.
Yeah.
That's all, no, from the 150.
Yeah.
Because you would walk away.
Bro, I just did that last week. Like, because my wife was up like $200 something dollars, and I came back. I was like, that's from the $200, only 40. What happened?
It's just funny, bro. See, everybody is the same, bro. So I look at that, and then I come back, then I'm hoping. I'm like, I'm gonna walk back over there, gonna have 400 in there. Boom, $39.
Yeah. Oh, sick one.
You know what I call a danger zone for me? You know what I'm playing? $39.
Oh,
I call that the kind danger zone. So I need 30s, eh?
Right.
Oh, damn it. So 40 was always my number, bro. As soon as I get down to 40, I'm going to say, oh, danger zone. I keep saying that loud, and then she would go like, don't say that. Yeah. Or even words. You know what I mean? Or
so, you know, speaking of words, like you mentioned different phrases. Are there like different things that you say to yourself to hype yourself up or talk to the game? Like, is there certain like?
I'll talk to the game. My mind on is right here. My mind is gonna this, bro. Okay, it's coming. It's coming right here. Bango. You're going bango right here. And then you go, right? You go, or this one right here. The thing going, oh, just one more. We needed one more. And you go again. Or you playing with your partner, then you guys, what? Like they turn like this, They go, so what? Again.
Yeah,
so I keep
exactly.
So I keep going.
Me or up to you, bro. Whatever, up to you.
My girl, she'll be looking at me and she'll be like, and she's frowning. She'll say, I told you we should have went on the auto machine.
Exactly.
Well, my biggest gamble-ism and also irritation is when somebody next to me is winning.
Oh, I know.
And you gotta throw the fake face. Nice one.
Yeah. At first, maybe you feel genuinely like, oh, that's awesome, and then they keep hitting like, oh. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. Good for you. So, but me and my wife would walk away, we're talking smack all the way to about like, see, bro, we still want to sit on down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's another thing that I say, and this is so stupid, but I say it, and I've said it at least 10 times the last time we went to gamble. So you know how a slot machine you can hit the spin button on the left, or there's a spin button on the right.
Switch up.
Yeah. So I'll say this, and you're probably gonna laugh. I'll say this. I do this like when I'm not winning. I'll say you gotta go left to get right. So I tap the left button, the spin button, and then when I go to the right side, I go, let's get right. It doesn't work, but it doesn't work. Sometimes it does.
Well, whatever make you feel good, but
and then I'll go. You gotta go left to get right. All right.
But it is a game about bingo, bango, pico, mango. And then again, the thing don't work. Do another rhyme, man. Gotta rhyme.
Bro, there's a lot of stuff that we talk. I say, man.
We're like, eat, skate, donate.
What? I'm gonna use that one. 8 skate, donate.
8 skate, donate. That's what I go 88 cents. Yeah. I go 88 cents. Right. 8 skate.
Okay, so I'll share one more thing that I do that it's like, and I'm probably sure you do it too. Like I'm playing and I'm losing, and I go, "Come on, mom, help me out. Come on, mom, watch over me. Let me hit one jackpot."
My brother.
Bro,
you just sitting here. I like crack up and cry at the same time because I'll be sitting there and going, "Mom." So anybody, like before anybody would, I know anybody would pass away, bro. I'll be sitting over there, brother, shoot me one right now.
Because sometimes I bring out everybody, mom, grandma, auntie, come on, Help me out.
All the ancestors
Yeah,
like,
just-
why we gonna
yeah,
come?
I
Oh,
know.
they're like they're doing something up there. So wait, hold on. So imagine mom themselves. They go,
Yeah.
hold on, my boy stay gambling. I gotta go. And I was never a magician, but apparently he thinks I am.
Right, you just got to ask mom, grandma, auntie, come on, just get me back to 200 and I'm going to leave.
So my
of
sister-
course, that never works.
So my sister Cheryl too, and my
Yeah,
sisters.
yeah.
So we sit
See?
down there this other week. The same thing, but the other thing, get the charmer, like mom's the kind.
Right,
so get
right.
Mom's charmer.
Yeah,
So
yep, that's the
me
one.
and her was both tapping them like this. Okay, mom, here we go. You like no eye because mom was a big gambler.
Yeah.
So we
what,
would
what did she play? Was it-
Keno.
Keno. Oh, okay.
And she could play all day, bro. $100.
Keno is the game to play if you want to be there for a long time, right? Yeah,
But
yeah.
mom's, man, she could stay for 23 hours straight.
Jeez.
And she's 80 years old, but that's all she wanted when she moved here. But
23 hours.
She gambled her whole life.
Yeah.
So after she passed away, me, my sister, and everybody, we go to the casino and we always go like this. We known for this already. I don't know if you guys do this. But
We
like
known for this
one.
one.
But we go like this. What would mom do?
What would mom do? No.
In this situation.
It's like the, what would Jesus do to
and
WWJD?
yeah, exactly. And our hands list. What would mom do? No. Boom.
Yeah.
We win. Thank you, mom.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mom.
exactly.
Or whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you think in your mind, okay, mom, just get me back to 200. And once you get back to 200, like we back in the game.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, that's another word right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
We back in the game.
Yeah, yeah.
But my auto one is like this, fam. You know, doing this. My auto one is this word. I always do this. Boom, the thing hit or whatever. Just to make it by. I go,
Right.
staying alive.
Staying
Staying alive.
alive.
Oh, and then we high five. Yeah, we staying alive. Boom. Or changing the kind of bet.
Yeah.
That one, but I had choke fights. Oh my goodness, me and my wife in beef 1,000 times about it.
Like if you're betting the minimum, let's say you're betting 88 cents
Yeah.
and you're not winning, are you changing the bet to go higher? Or maybe we got to go one higher.
One
to win?
higher. I always
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to that. Or
okay.
try 'em. I try 'em and then a couple of times in max.
Yeah. Oh.
I never did win on max bet, bro. I get
like,
so much. Like,
what is a scary max? Like
for me?
Yeah.
$3.
$3 is
Three
scary
actual
max. Yeah,
dollars.
okay.
I scared. You know what I mean?
Like for me, when I see if max is $5, every once in a great while, like if I'm up a couple of $100, I'll do. Okay, I can do $5 bets until I reach 180.
That's
It was
what
like,
I do. Make a number. Eh?
Right. Yeah.
And then you know what else I do? For some reason, like now I'm like the grandmaster of math for some reason. I hated math my whole life, but I go to the casino, I know every kind of
It's
but I still
all
okay,
the numbers
boom.
shooting out.
Okay, so for instance, forget right now. Okay, I get $100. So I bet I play Buffalo.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Buffalo is 75 cents though. The Buffalo
Right.
Revolution, the one with the wheel.
Oh, okay, that's a good one too.
That was my favorite.
There's a lot of
That's
great
my favorite.
versions of the Buffalo, but yeah, that's one of my
So
favorites too.
75 cents. Guess what? I go this. Okay, I get 100 spins, but I still gonna have $25 left.
Yeah.
So I played a 75, but in my head,
It's amazing how the math just
but
computes
fast,
real quickly.
And I
Yeah.
was going to this, but you know, in 100 spins, I gotta get on bonus.
Right.
And then I get
right.
all the way down to like freaking $38. Get the bonus, high five.
Yeah.
And the bonus is $3.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's the worst all time. There's nothing worse. I don't know what do you guys think is worse.
Yeah.
That is just
Like
my God.
you're chasing that bonus, or like your money pot is like huge, and it's been that huge for 1 hour, and you finally hit something
like
you
the
said,
kind like the dancing
$3.
drums. You know the bowl.
Yeah.
So and the thing move. See, that's how
Right.
they get you.
I
bro.
know,
That's how they get you
yeah.
for stay.
And again, like that, and
Random though, they say
even
out
though
there.
I know it's like if you see a food pot, it doesn't mean it's going to hit. You know what I mean? Like
That's
you
how they get
could.
you, man. These guys
I've
smart, bro.
sat down on machines with a food pot and 40 minutes later I'm still chasing that bonus, and you're down $80, $100, or whatever the case is.
You know what makes it worse? YouTube.
I know.
I watch YouTube. These guys putting all these
Yeah.
wins, and you think they always win, right?
Which
So-
is never the case.
So I get pumped up. I
Yeah.
can watch for
Yeah.
2 hours,
Yeah.
doing stuff at home in the background
Right.
on a big screen. I was just watching the game, and then I think it to myself, "Oh, look at more.
Exactly.
We can do that. Bro. We can do
Exactly.
that." And sure enough, the bug
we
don't work.
we played that game. We should go back.
You know
Yeah.
what? Psychologically, how come? Why do we do this as humans? What
Addiction.
is it? Is it
Yeah.
the high? What do they call it? Dopamine.
Yeah, I mean, addiction is. I mean, it doesn't. It's a certain level of addiction, right? Not in addiction
searching for
doesn't
that
have to
high.
be bad. Yeah.
But what makes
it's a
me-
rush? Yeah.
Like one time for me, losing like 300, I get all I can. But I see these guys,
Yeah.
bro. They lose $7,000, $5,000.
But there's,
They
there's some
they
players
loaded. They
that
some cash.
they're spinning at $1,000 a spin.
I see that.
which
When I
is
watch
crazy.
When I watch that on YouTube, I get more sick. Like, I said,
But again, they rarely show the losses.
Right.
So okay, if they hit a bonus with that $1,000 spin, imagine how much they didn't
lost,
hit
bro.
too. Yeah.
So get one good guy that I watch on there. It's what was the guy? Vegas Matt.
Vegas Matt is one
So
of them. Yeah.
he's like a millionaire,
Yeah.
right? So if you guys don't go follow him, Vegas Matt, he's awesome. Him and his sons, they play. But at the end of the video, he explains that he's not like a
Right, he does one
regular
of those
person.
disclaimers,
So he
right?
says, hey, you know what, I can do this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you know, like people the kind. I saw another guy who was addicted to gambling, and he would go, I forgot the name of him, 702 something, but this black guy, but he was the kind so addicted to gambling that he would go document it. He did video of
Like his journey of losing
so
money.
showing him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in his van. He would pawn he's a videographer and all that. So I
Yeah.
forgot the name of him though. But anyway, he was a videographer. He would pawn his cameras just for go back to the casino.
Wow.
But he tallies it, but he would put them down. And now, so I haven't seen him. I saw that like 5 years ago. It was during the pandemic. I
Right,
got into that.
okay.
And today, now he's homeless. But he shows his
Crazy,
journey, and I was like, "Brah." So I mean,
Yeah.
that's that kind of. You like notice something funny? I mean, that's not funny, obviously,
Yeah.
addiction and gambling addiction. But for me, like when I lose, so I lost $300. But I'll tell my family members or whoever's there, I go, "Brah, I get on problem." They start laughing, but I go, "But you know what? I get on problem,"
Yeah.
and I'll be driving home, but I think I get on problem. 300 panicking.
Yeah. You know what is funny too? Like as a joke, because I used to work in the casinos, and so they have these pamphlets, right? Like 1-800-GAMBLING. Yeah.
Be
So
responsible.
Be responsible.
Yeah.
So every once in a while, I'll go grab the pamphlet and just put them right in front of my wife and walk away. We just laugh about
That's
it.
funny, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
But on the dark side of it all, like again, I've seen some players who they were considered like our high rollers. Because I worked as a part of the special events marketing team. They were like high rollers and they were getting all the perks and everything. Then like I remember seeing this one lady about 2 years later, like she was grabbing cigarettes from the ashtray, and you see
You've seen her.
the apparel, like she's not dressed up anymore. I'm like,
It's a drug, bro.
and you know that she hit rock bottom, and I don't know if she was homeless, but like, wow. I remember telling one of my coworkers, wow, you remember she was the
Dominating.
high roller here. Yeah. And
And
she's picking out of the ashtray.
For the gambling addiction, not about the money, bro.
Yeah.
It's that high.
It is,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? They don't care. They just
is.
like win. You know what I mean? So, wow.
Yeah.
Whew, this went dark real quick.
Exactly. So the other thing, going back to the RNG, the random number generator.
Right.
So you have like, I don't know if influencer is the word, but you have like people out there saying, so one of them, and you probably heard about this guy, D Lucky, the D Lucky experience.
Yeah.
So
I watch him. I watch him.
Yeah. So he'll
Teach people, yeah?
Yeah. Well, people will pay him, so he'll take these people and sit down in front of a slot machine and say, okay, put in your $3,000, hit the spin, hit it again. There you go, bonus. But it has nothing to do with him. Nothing. It's a random number generator, but a lot of people pay people to.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I
and they're showing all the wins only, right? They're not showing the people who came from Hawaii with $4,000, sat down, and in 5 minutes their whole bankroll is gone. They're only showing the winners. Like, again, no one person can manipulate your results. It's a random number generator. It's strictly luck.
Even these guys who like these influencers right now, because this is like, to me, it's like the hot thing. Because I knew before you couldn't take cameras inside there,
Right?
You couldn't film and all that. But
Yeah.
but I'm seeing more where casinos are letting it because they're bringing in. It kind of they realize that it's making people go.
Yeah, I'm here at Green Valley. I just hit a big jackpot.
So,
yeah.
but it actually, we've been in the advertising game, entertainment game for a long time and all that. But I found myself, it worked on me. Because he would be there, and I'll say, hey, we'll go check out where this guy was. So I think that's where it kind of, it flip-flopped to where they started letting. Because in Mesquite, I remember me and my mom wanted to try to do a YouTube channel. And then the security told me no. It's like, no, can I film? I was like, hey, wait a minute, but these guys can know. But I forgot there's different properties.
Yeah,
But I saw that station casinos here, they let.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, hey,
I think it's become way more flexible over the last decade because of all these influencers that are on YouTube. Yeah.
And then the way the guy go tell me, the security guard, because he made me kind of piss off, bro. The way he told me, he goes, no, because you know why? Because you can watch the rhythm on that. So I said, oh, so there is no, there is something.
Yeah.
So he's telling me,
but see, even that response is BS, right? Yeah, he's
telling me no, because you're gonna be you're gonna rewind it and check the rhythm. I said, wait, so it's not random then?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? What rhythm?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's a BS,
Yeah. But we had a few good wins though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
What is your biggest personal jackpot that you've ever hit?
My biggest was 6,000.
$6,000.
Yeah, I hit the grand.
On
Way
what
back.
game? That's incredible.
That was it was a long time ago. And but it was the kind. Yeah, 6,000 and hit the grand. Was it?
What were you betting when you hit it?
75 cents.
Crazy.
Promise, bro. Yep. The thing was spin.
75 cents putting into the machine investment, and you're walking away with $6,000.
And I was only going for the heads because the thing was spinning.
So the buffalo.
Yeah, I would have
you're
been
talking
cool.
the buffalo.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, the heads, and it stopped. When it stopped, I was looking at my phone. You know, the kind of. I just waiting for the thing of free games, right?
Right.
The thing like this, grand under that. Whoa!
So that was like a random thing that just came out. Oh my god!
So the team went to the grand, and then everybody around me. That's the other thing. Another Gamble-izms, but the people around you, they all come by, everybody hype you on, and then tip the guy.
And it's
take
all
forever. Take forever for get paid out though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it goes anything over 1,200, right? They gotta bring all the papers, right? That's funny that you know the sound of it all.
Call attendant.
Oh, that's a great song right there. Yeah.
Call attendant.
You should take that song and remix it. You know what I mean? Make a song out of it.
Yeah.
The Gamble-izm song. Yeah. Speaking of song, do you do this when you're playing the slot machine? Like I have this pattern that like when I'm losing, I do a little pattern on the buttons. It goes. So you're like you climb down 2 steps and then you climb back up.
I know that rhythm, but I never tried that. Or how's this? When the bonus come up, what you dance to what?
Yeah. That's yeah. Oh, when the money's shooting up. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
And the out-on is bust out your phone.
Yeah.
You gotta film this.
Yeah, exactly.
Bruh.
Yeah. So when you hit the jackpot, people started coming around you. Did you feel nervous?
Nah, I was excited, bro. But yeah, that was a good one. Not only was I was playing the Deuces Wild one time. So when my brother came.
Oh, I rarely play video poker. Yeah,
so,
okay.
We went to a bar, but I was the kind. So like, my once in a great moon where I had a designated driver. So I told my brother. I took my brother and my sister to right by the M. It's called The Bar, in fact.
The Bar,
yeah, right here, right by the studios.
Yep, not too far. Yeah.
Across the street.
Yeah.
But we went over there, and it was on Sunday Night Football. So he didn't go for meet his friends. The kind Tommy and Lehua.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alvarez.
Yeah. So we go meet with them, and I was like, I'm cool. I was kind of all sick because I just moved in, so I didn't key my truck. Remember that time I told you?
Yeah, that's right.
So I was kind of bummed out, and I was like, I just was gonna stay home. They was gonna catch the Uber to go there. I said, hey, you know what, bro? I'm gonna take on break. And I'll go take you guys. Mm-hmm. So I was sitting down there, my brother go like this. So we're watching the kind. I wasn't drinking or nothing. And then my brother go give me 100, 520s.
Yeah.
So $100. Go play the kind. So I go sit down on the table and I'm watching. And I can forget it was the Ravens and the Steelers. That's why they went. Because on the kind, Steelers fan. So anyway, I'm watching the game. I had the screen like this, and the tabletop.
Right. Yeah.
So I go pay $1. Like the dollar.
Yeah, so we do $5 a draw then?
Something like that. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
So I press them. What was it? Okay, I put the 100 inside. So I press them, and I'm looking at the game, watching this can. Then I saw like the ace, king, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I hold them. Yeah, so I hold them, but I press them right like this. And I was like on the $28. I had $80 left.
Yeah.
I press them like this. Then I was watching the game, and the bartender was going to say, hey. Because you cannot hear it. Get the noise.
You never even know.
I never even know. I went look down. Royal Flush.
Oh my god.
$4,000, bro. $4,000. I was all sick about my truck.
Yeah.
So I was like, thinking again the
That's
karma
crazy.
thing.
Yeah, how it came back. Yeah.
You ready for a panic one, bro? I never had my wallet. right? But I know I always
so
did
you,
because
they
they needed
your
my ID. So that was my first. That was actually my
cuz.
first big win.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
when hand pay.
Right,
They
right.
gotta show it. That's the first time that ever happened to me. So freaking out, but it was in my truck. So I was walking to my truck.
Ooh.
I was walking to my truck, but on the way, I was
Yeah,
like,
please be there.
Or bro, I'm taking 1 million things. So I told my brother,
Oh.
I gave my brother back his $80.
Yeah.
I goes, "Bah, I just won 4,000." He goes, "No way."
Yeah.
So right there, bro, I just spread them out to all of us guys. I was like, boom,
Nice. Yeah.
Went home.
I was here too, but you never spread them out to me. But that's okay.
Yeah. And you was right
That's
across the
okay.
street.
I was right across the street. Yeah.
Yeah, but so that was so
Oh.
4,000 and 6,000.
So 6,000 is your highest.
Yeah.
See, my highest was only like 2,200, and so Green Valley.
Yeah.
I went to play my free play, which is a great story.
Oh,
So I went
yeah.
there. I think I had like $25 free play. Played the $25, hit like a bonus, went up to $80. Hit another bonus. Maybe I was at about 140, and I was like, I'm gonna go up to $2 bets. Hit a bonus, and the bonus came out to $2,200. But I remember calling Laura and saying, "Wow, I got him off of free play,
So free play, then they still got to honor it though, right? Well, obviously.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know how that worked because
yeah. So free play, I used it, and then I used all the free play, but from the free play, I was probably up about $80 already.
Okay.
So I just kept playing, you know what I mean? And then eventually, and it was on a penny bonus. I think I was betting like $2 per spin, and I hit 2,200. Yeah. So I've never hit anything bigger than that. If you look back at it, 2,200, it's really not that much.
Yeah.
Jackpot wise, but that's the biggest that I ever had.
Bruh.
But because it came out of free play, that's really $2,200 that I never had,
Bruh.
and now
Yeah.
I have. Yeah,
Green Valley,
Green
but speaking
Valley.
of that, I went sit down at this machine and I was on there for like half hour. This kid, he's younger than me, so no
Yeah.
kid. Him and this girl just went go sit down right next to me on top of that what is that on the Huff and More Puff?
Huff and
With the
Puff.
chainsaws,
Yeah. That's another good series.
Bruh, the thing when you know how they get the bonus. They
Yeah.
just came. There was 10 minutes. I was there for like 1 hour.
Yeah. Oh, the worst.
$17,000 by one.
Right next to you.
The grand. Right at, legitimately right here. Right next to me, but I was like, good for you, but inside my heart,
Yeah.
man, unreal. But you know what? Now that was a while back. Now that when people win, I'm genuinely like, right
Yeah.
on, and you like want to know another thing? Yeah. So if we sipping inside the kind in the casino, bro, me and my brother there, we get this thing that we go like this, like even if somebody else. I like making friends. So if you're on Hui, like of strangers,
you like
we're all good fun with each other.
atmosphere, you want good vibes, yeah.
So when somebody hit, so you get so good, especially with the beer, the drinks going.
Yeah.
So everybody stops and watch the person. It's a complete stranger.
Yeah.
But us guys, we do this thing right there. We go like this, man. When they press him, we go, yeah, get his ass. Get his ass.
Get his ass?
Yep, get his ass.
And everybody else is chanting with you too?
So, kick his ass. Because we're trying to beat the casino now together.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I notice about that when chilling with people like that, especially with locals, when we see each other, all that, they hit and they say, "Bye, man, we're having a good time. Maybe like
Right.
a whole hour together."
Yeah.
They barato.
Really?
Yeah. They throw $20.
Strangers?
Yeah. Just give in $20. Or me, like when I win, I give whoever was there, kind of keep the
Yeah.
good vibe going.
Yeah.
So we go. One time, this lady, bro, I was down. Quick story. Was at the Station Casino, but the one after Boulder. Which one was that again? Anyway.
Palace?
No, the one more north.
Oh, okay.
So we went to that's like one of our favorite spots. But anyway, bro, I sat over there. The Samoan lady sat down.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind and go barato her because me and her we were talking story and we were laughing, talking story. I bought her 20. Okay, she 60-cent bet. She wants $600.
Wow.
She gave me 300, man.
Oh, nice.
Just like that.
Yeah.
No, just like that. 300, and then we got to play some more and all that. And so me and my wife, we always the kind of think about karma. So that's the blessing.
Yeah.
And again, then we give. Oh, but me, the other thing, but I cannot suck them up. If you're around me, brother, you guys, I'll give away all my money.
Yeah. Oh, right on there. We go all drink at the casino.
Yeah. Joe Aloha, bro, right there. You know why?
We should go watch the football games every week. Me and you, Teeze. Let's go.
Me, I'm up. I win. We all win, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, that's me. I don't know why, man. So my wife after I give it okay, go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave away the kind of. Oh shit! Look at my wallet the next day.
Dude, you could have had another $800 in
Yeah.
your wallet. You gave that all away.
Oh man!
Yeah.
But when the lady won, wow, her face, that was fun, bro.
Yeah.
She was an older Samoan lady, so I was like,
Yeah.
right on. So she go, right here. Take the 300. I was in the half.
Yeah. But you really, that's funny. You know what? Somebody, about a month ago, we was out at South Point, and then my wife was still winning. I was sitting in a chair next to her watching, right? And then this guy next to my wife was playing, and he was chasing this big bonus, and and then the pots were all, it looked like it was gonna pay off, right? Yeah. And he was like, I was like, bro, keep trying, I'm not around. He was like, I got to go to the ATM. I go, I watch a seat for you. So I watched a seat for him. Came back, he pulled out $100, put it in, and then at about $60, he hit the big bonus. So he cast out like $3,300. So he gave me $100, and I'm thinking, wow. He was like, no, man, you watched the seat for me.
Crazy, yeah?
You're the one who told me just give it another round. So, and I'm like, nah, no need. But like, yeah, $100.
Raja, shoot him.
Bro, that was a free $100 right there.
That free 300, the thing was dust, but it was good. I'm going to bust the whole thing.
You know what I wanted to share? How I shared where I played from free play and then hit the big jackpot for myself.
Yeah.
So that happened at where I worked. When I first started at the M Resort. Crazy story. So first started at the M Resort. This was all the way back in 2003. This lady, she was a waitress at another business, came to play her free play. She had $40 free play. She played a couple of machines, and what she won from that, she took it and played the mega bucks and hit $13 million, $13 million plus dollars at the M Resort. Obviously, we love it because we're not paying it out. The casino is paid out by IGT, right?
Right.
From free play, $40 free play, whatever she won from that, like maybe $50, $60, parlayed that to mega bucks and hit $13 plus million. Crazy.
You know what I was going to ask you? As an employee there, you guys can gamble.
Certain departments could gamble. Like, banquets, they could all gamble. For us, because we were marketing, we had direct, we're the ones that put on, like I was the one that put on all the free play for people's accounts and stuff like that. We couldn't. Marketing department, nobody.
At that property, right?
Yeah, we couldn't gamble at M Resort. We couldn't gamble at any of our, but that was only M Resort and Tropicana at the time that we owned. Yeah, but so and which is why I would always go Green Valley or South Point or Silverton because it's in this vicinity.
Silverton is my one. So the first time I ever got free play, I got $90. So you know how you check them. And I think, $90 free play, but I never understand how it works.
Yeah.
So I put them in, but thinking that, I can take them out and go to whatever, and get cash. So, but again, on that one, won like $200. So it paid for itself, And so Silverton, that's why the last time we did our episode, that's why I chose Silverton. That's our spot. I like over there. And if I win someplace, I always go back. So I always find like on the strip though, now that I'm a local here, I don't even go to the strip.
Yeah.
So I get it. Before when I was living in Hawaii, I would fly up here and all my friends who live up here, they would be like, we don't even gamble. I go, what?
Yeah.
And so I'm like that too now. So
the strip is like Kapu. You go there maybe once, twice a year if you have family. We staying at the MGM. Okay, we'll come down. We'll hang out with you guys a little. But it's more of the local, You
ever ask yourself this question in the...
Probably
in the casino. Like me, right? You know me, I'm a weirdo, bro. I sit down on the machine and you know what I tell myself? Okay, how much money would it take for me to scream in here? So I asking you guys, the yell, because you can hear the people they scream at the tables, right? But I always used to tell myself, I cannot see myself doing that. Then I was thinking, I don't know, just out the blues. I was gonna ask, what amount would make me just erupt and just go like, Or
I would think mega bucks would be that for me. I don't know. I probably would just cry, I think.
So, what minimum amount?
I mentioned
there's got to be a number.
My highest jackpot was only $2,200. So any hand pay for me is scream territory.
Yellable.
It's yellable.
For me, okay, I would go all out. 10 grand. I would go.
Like what kind of scream are we talking? Are we talking like yes? Or are we talking?
No, all on the kind of,
like the big
shadow boxing, the whole nine, high-fiving kind of, and being obnoxious.
Yeah.
So my number would be 10 grand, and you guys gonna hear me. You're gonna hear me 10 grand. So that's a lot of money, dude.
So
that's the warning.
Yeah, exactly. So if you see on Local Brother shadow boxing and chi-huing on his own, that's probably Tease won 10 grand or whatever.
Yeah. So so much for not drawing attention to myself.
There's one more thing I'm thinking about in Gamble-izms. When you see people that you know at the casino, do you feel funny? Like,
You know what, man?
like if you see a friend and you're gambling and you see a friend walking towards you, like I've never gotten over this feeling. I always feel like I had to justify myself. Like I feel like they're looking at me and say, "Ooh, Pu'ukani, he's been gambling for the last 10 hours here.
He's got a problem.
Yeah, he's addicted." I remember running when we first moved there. I remember running into Brother Gary and his wife. Yeah, it was at the Silverton, and we were coming out and they were coming in, and I was like, I felt like I had to justify myself. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, my brother? Damn. Oh, I just took my mom to the buffet. We didn't go eat there, but I felt like I still feel that way.
You feel like a sinner.
I just feel like in their mind, they're thinking Pu'ukani has a gambling addiction.
Mm-hmm. I would think that too if I seen you.
What? Oh, one more story about Green Valley I wanted to share. Yeah. And I'll ask you the same question. So the question is, what is the biggest jackpot you've ever seen anyone win?
At Green Valley?
No, anywhere. So I'll tell you mine, and then you can tell.
Bruh.
Yeah. So I was at Green Valley. I was walking, and then I kind of took a turn, took a turn towards the next area of machines. And as soon as I turned, I locked my eyes on the Wheel of Fortune machine. It was a 25-cent machine.
I used to love that one.
Turned, I see the reels: 1 Wheel of Fortune, 2 Wheel of Fortune, and 3. So I saw it happen,
right.
And the lady was just looking at the machine, and she was like wondering, what's going on? Because it freezes up, right? And so I was the first person to come by her. I was like, "Holy shit! You hit it! You hit it!" And it was $243,000, and I saw it. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh my gosh. So the 3 ones with the ring around the one
the
you
Wheel
want.
of Fortune.
The progressive one.
Yeah. Got it. And it was a 25-cent machine, $243,000. I remember telling my wife, like, I just saw somebody hit the Wheel of Fortune, 243 grand. She was like, "What?"
When I do that, I tell my family member or my spouse, I say, "But I just saw somebody win something," but they get mad.
Yeah.
Go, so what?
Yeah, I know exactly.
I used to tell my mom that, and she'd roll her eyes. Bruh, the biggest I saw, not that much right there, but was in Mesquite. So I was visiting Vegas while I was living in St. George, right? So the halfway point before, go take a break, driving and all that, is at Eureka. So I go to Eureka for use the bathroom, okay? So I walk in.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep, I go to the restroom. I come out, bro. This guy, he's like a veteran, OG Vietnam veteran, old man, sitting down, walker kind of that.
Yeah,
bro. He playing the Tarzan game.
Oh,
so the thing spin, he hit the grand, bro. Okay, $32,000. He never even know. So it's hilarious how yours.
Yeah.
And this guy, bro, he's like 100-something years old, bro. And he's sitting like this. But
100-something.
But guess what he did? Like, he was so happy. He thought he won $32. He saw the turn was $32,000, and he just went like this. He was calmly.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, right, Holly guy." He's like, "Hey," he goes exactly this. He goes, "What a great day." He look at what he did. $32. I was the guy that told him. I go, "Sir, you just won $32,000." I thought he was gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Exactly.
But he was cooling out.
Yeah.
So I tell him $32,000.
Yeah.
You know what he did? Let us see guys. Wow.
Yeah,
it's
a great day.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah.
No, just enjoying life, bro. That little moment right there.
Yeah.
So
perspective, man.
So the people around there and all that. So I told him. So I go, "What, Uncle? You need security."
Exactly. Let me walk you to your car.
Yeah. So that was amazing. About $32,000. Just imagine that feeling right there. I never did get the over the what was that 4-digit. 5-digit numbers.
5 digits,
man,
so Laura hit a 5-digit.
What?
At the South Point.
How much?
This was about like 4 years ago, maybe. So we were playing for a long time already. Like we literally was there probably 4 or 5 hours already. And for us, that's long. Normally we do 2 hours, and if we're done, let's just go already.
Yeah, 2 hours is pretty cool.
We're about that 5-hour mark, and I was probably up $60, and she was down. Okay. So we're playing a game, and I said, "Hey, let's go play that game because that's the game that Dad used to play." Her dad, yeah. So I sat down and I started playing, and she was like, "I'm gonna go walk and just go play another game." She sat down at a game called North Shore, based on Hawaii's North Shore. Yeah. Sat down there, and then like 5 minutes later, this guy comes running to me, and he said, "Hey, your wife just hit a jackpot." I go, "What?" Your wife just hit a jackpot. She's like, she's calling for you. So I cash out and run over there. She went 14 grand, bro. 14. So it was like one of those games where if you get a symbol, like 3 symbols, it moves you to the next level.
Yeah.
And then it opens the next level. At the top level was the grand waiting for, and she opened all the levels and hit it. I walked over there. She's like crying, and I'm looking at it like I'm all stunned too.
Wow.
Because we were like literally about 10 minutes to go home. Yeah. 14 grand, dude.
Wow. Congratulations.
So they was like, "Do you want to get paid out here or you want to go in the back office?" So we're like, "Let's go in the back office."
Like nobody see it.
Yeah. So I was telling, well, normally, when people hit this type of jackpot, this amount, they get tipped this. So we tipped them what we thought was fair. Yeah.
I would tip too. I go tip when I won mine.
Yeah.
Too. But wow, 14 G's.
Yeah.
Man.
I remember she paid up a whole bunch of bills and
see, when you win that kind, take care of the stuff. Yeah. So like 14 G's, that kind of big amount. I left actually too. Even the time I won the 6,000. I went bounce. I said, Dad, you know what? I'm going to take care of this. And just so happens Christmas time.
Right.
Wow. I just was distributing. It felt just good, but right now, man.
Nice.
And the other thing that we would say, I don't know if you guys say it too, though, but when you win big, and everybody as a family come home, do you guys go, "Thank you," the casino?
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
Thank you, GVR.
Yeah, thank you. No, we go, "Thank you, Silverton." You know what I mean? We eating, or we buying stuff, or buy my shoes. I go, "This compliments of the Silverton."
Yeah.
Bro. Hey, that's
another quick Gamble-isms is you ever heard people saying going home even is a win?
Yeah. Right. Oh my God. Everybody.
No, you never win.
Or you lead off with at least we broke even. We
Yeah.
never lose. We never lose.
Oh, we only lost $40. So that's a win.
Still lost.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean? Only lost. Yeah. That's another.
There's so many Gamble-isms. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of superstitions, a lot of rituals, a lot of phrases. So we want to hear that.
What is yours?
Drop it in the comments. Let us know.
I'm sure I'll get plenty more, man. Dive in on that, man. Let's talk about that and let's try some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you guys get stuff that would work for you, if any Gamble-ism worked for you, let us know, okay? Because either going to be the Gamble-ism or vandalism.
Yeah.
They're going to work.
Oh, that should be a T-shirt. That's a bumper sticker right there. Gamble-ism or vandalism.
Yeah, we got problems.
Bro, I've seen some videos on YouTube where people just snap at the machine.
Oh, bro.
Dude, that literally could be a shirt, bro. People would buy that one.
We'll try them then.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what else, before we leave?
Okay.
You think we should start one gambling YouTube?
I think we should start a feature.
And stay on this channel, yeah? What do you think?
Yeah. Like maybe,
try, bro.
I don't know, like maybe once every 2 weeks or something.
We'll try.
Yeah,
Even not even be big,
Oh, you're talking about starting a channel or a segment?
A segment or a channel. What do you think? Me and you go, right?
Definitely not a channel because I always tell people you got to have money to gamble. So I might.
But how hilarious is this one though? See, I got this concept right here. What you guys think? I call them $5 Fridays. So
$5 Fridays.
When are we gonna hit the big one? We're only putting on $5 bill. I'm gonna do this. So let's do this. Okay?
So the segment can be really quick, right?
But you can go like wood. But like how you do the thumbnail.
Yeah.
What is that? The teaser or the
bait?
The
clickbait.
Will we hit it today?
And that's all you're doing. It's just video after video.
52 weeks. Well, every day we're gonna post this on the thumbnail. Okay, we're gonna ask, will today be the day? $5 Fridays. Every Friday, we're gonna try this. $5 Fridays, and we're only putting $5 each, me and you.
Yeah.
We put $5. We film them, and if the thing hollers, You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But here's the thumbnail though. Will today be the day?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't say how to try to beat you. You're not gonna believe what happened with this $5.
I would bet that thousands of subscribers would follow just to see. Yeah.
We'll do $5 Fridays.
But what is okay? If we're putting in $5, what is the what makes it? This was the day, because if you put in $5 and you win $10, that's
So what? But again, we double the profit, right?
Okay.
I mean, we double what you put in.
Right.
So that would be the key, and then we look at each other. Okay, Now, next week's segment is free.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bruh.
$5 Fridays. But, yeah.
I like the ring to it. There's a good ring to it.
Yep. And then you guys can go ahead and donate too. But if you guys like us do them, you know what I'm saying? $5.
Yeah. That's funny because I remember when we were living back home, you would if somebody was going to Vegas, here's $20. Can you and let me know?
Everybody hui together.
Right, yeah.
Brandon Kahele used to do that.
Really?
Remember Brandon Kahele?
I remember the name.
Yeah. So he would do them. They would all hui together. They would Venmo. Hey, we'll go do that too, bro. We be here.
So what would so if everybody let's say he collected $300, okay. Or $1,000.
So it was like,
so how would he prove that
he filmed
I never win? Okay.
He film them and he tell everybody when they're going live. So so I had one time during the right before the pandemic I don't know, teetering from beginning or the ending. I don't remember, but because everybody was home, these guys, they went, and this thing's so freaking good fun, okay? So everybody hui together, and they tell you how much spins they get, and they tell you what game they're gonna play, and how much they're gonna bet.
Yeah, I've seen. They call it group pools.
Yeah.
I've seen
pools, that's what it is. But this was so funny because the fact is, they're drinking up, okay, and they're warming up to it. So they put the countdown, so you're all excited. So everybody, I'll put $20, whatever, $10, whatever.
So everybody who chipped in is
and
watching.
And it'll be even. Okay, so everybody going, if the thing hit the jackpot, they spread them out even. They spread them. So the funniest thing, bro, with this guy, because Brandon, he's hilarious too, right? Witty, all that.
Yeah, you gotta have somebody hosting that's funny too.
So when they're sipping too, and I say that he always sip like that, but it's more funny because it's like you partying with them, like you're at the freaking casino with them. So they're gonna hit. Had one where when hit early, okay? So it was something like whatever. I don't remember, but say like get 1,000 in a pot.
Yeah.
And they was at 800, and the thing was like $5,000. Eh?
Oh my god! So
the funniest thing because everybody live wouldn't put in right.
Yeah.
But they ask. So everybody having a good time. We're going, what? Shoot them.
Yeah.
Everybody by the comments.
Everybody's like,
the comments funny because everybody drinking with them. So you know what? Shoot them.
Might as well, dude.
And they go back, and then they go, it's what? Max bet. So he asked. And everybody stayed together. But, he hasn't done that for a while. So I wouldn't mind doing something like that.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. We all
together. But he takes care of the fees. So he tells everybody, okay, if it's $20, but you got to pay the Venmo fee. This will be fair because the thing would mess up your account, right? You know what I mean? I don't know. Well, something like that would be hilarious.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to do something like that, especially because we focus on Vegas for the majority of our content.
If we together, that'll be good. So stick around. Pipeline to Paradise.
We'll figure it out.
The P2P pools. Unless you guys jump in, $5 Fridays.
It's gonna turn into $50 Fridays. You watch.
I guess it's so big. Man.
Hey, 50 Fridays right there, bro.
You know what? If everybody just in pitch in, what? Maybe what? What's that? Tell me the numbers.
All the computing going on again.
50 people on dime.
50 people, we on dime, $5.
We share that.
I know.
That would be hilarious, but you freaking Venmo back.
I definitely think it's going to be a fun segment, definitely, especially if you and I, because we've never actually gone to the casino together.
I never did. So we're gonna try. We'll throw into it someday. I'm
gonna get you drunk so you can barato all night long.
Oh, nigga, that's why I said so I can refer back to this video and be like, okay, watch out there.
Yeah. All right, guys. Vegas Lūau podcast. Big Teeze, myself. Hey, follow us at Hawaiian Radio on all the social networks and at Big Teeze, right?
Yeah. And also, One's Gotta Go or Shaka Sevens. Yeah, just follow us, guys. And you know what? Stick around. Thank you guys, too, man. Let's kick off this summer. I mean, summertime right now. Let's have a good time with it, bro. Right on. All right. Episode what? What is this?
Episode 2. Pa'ina 2.
All right.
Vegas Lūau podcast.